The Corpsepaint show is live because it's Sunday at 6 o'clock Central Time. We are live. The Corpsepaint show has been encouraging people to think for themselves since 2016. We're happy to welcome, hi Janie Slash. Janie Slash is here, of course.
I think you were trying to welcome me.
And Matthan Harris,
Yes.
the wonderful director of We Gotta Learn About BAPHOMET 2019. BAPHOMET. This, I hope, is full of satanic stuff. So obviously it must be, right?
Well, it can't be a good versus evil story without having the evil in it.
Yes.
That's very important.
And so Baphomet, okay.
Yeah, it's called Baphomet, so I mean, it has to have those certain themes, yeah.
Hey, quick shout out and thank you to our friend Grace, who actually pointed
Grace
me...
Beauchamp.
Beauchamp.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grace, for pointing me in Matthan's direction because I didn't know about the film and how you're doing, what you're doing on it until she started, just really kind of talking about it. So
yeah, she gets blown up in the film. She plays one of the cult members, and well, you'll see. She gets blown the fuck up. Yeah, with dynamite.
Excellent.
So she gets blown to smithereens.
This is so cool. All right, so you've got Baphomet in the can. It's pretty much all filmed.
Yeah, it's completely filmed and completely wrapped, and so it's just being edited right now. And by the end of the month, editing will be finally done, and then it's just a long, arduous process of color correction and then sound design and score. It's still a lot of work to do, but the hardest chunk of work is, I think, the editing, and it's nearing the end of it finally. So yeah,
we talk frequently about the importance of editing. Is your hand in all of these steps? Post production.
It is, but I feel it's very important to collaborate. Hire someone who can work. In my case, I'm a low budget filmmaker, so I find an editor who can work for a good price and deliver good quality, high quality. And I collaborate with them, but it's their job, not mine, because they're better at it than I am. I'm not an editor.
Gotcha.
I can if I have to. I just don't like to.
Well, good.
So I like to bounce things back off them, and they do most of the work, and I just make suggestions, and then I'll do additional tweaks in Final Cut Pro X after they give me what they can do.
Okay.
The money runs out, but then my work's not done.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'll still, but they do all the hard, heavy lifting, and you got to collaborate with good people.
Matthan, Janie Slash and I, we support independent filmmakers,
Thank you.
We're honored to have you here.
Well, I'm honored to be here. This is really cool. So.
Baphomet. Will, but look, is it safe to say it'll be out sometime in 2019?
Yeah, it has to come out this year because I've been working on it on and off since 2013. So it's the longest I've ever been chained to a project, and it's like I'm just so freaking excited. I just really want people to finally see it. I mean, I could have brought like a rough cut to show you, but I wanted to show the real deal, and nothing until then.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I really just want people to see it finally, because I wrote the script 6 years ago now, so it's yeah, I'm excited. It's my best project so far. So German Angst and Sudden Reality, I'm very proud of.
We'll talk about those.
But yeah, but I feel like this is the next level for what I do. I'm really excited to show people finally.
Good. Look,
yeah.
Janie Slash, he was telling me that Danny Filth is in this film. Does he get blown up?
Wow.
Danny, he does not get blown up. I couldn't blow up that man.
No.
I mean, come on. I could never do that.
Does he play? Does he play some sort of I don't know, evil?
He's a good guy in this one.
Cool.
Okay.
If you watch,
I like it.
I like to take people that I have great admiration for and respect, and then give them something that's maybe not the most on the nose role. And with him, he plays a doctor, a cult expert, and just a supernatural expert named Lon Carlson.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Lon Chaney or something. Lon Carlson, that's who Danny Filth plays.
Okay, we're getting an error message.
No.
It says live video ended.
It might be Chop Block or it might be.
No, it's ours.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
What-
Cool. That's fine. Let me try to.
Time out.
We're good.
We're just double checking on Facebook.
Oh,
we,
yeah.
we go out on a few platforms, Matthan, and we just want to be sure it's live and going. So
Sure.
with the live show, we that way, if you say a bad word, we can't go back and unsay fuck or something
Right.
like that. So
Well, I'm trying hard not to just say something that's just blatantly, utterly, unnecessarily offensive. I mean, it takes effort.
speaking of Facebook, if you're watching us, please join in on the chat room. Janie Slash is monitoring it, and any cool questions, we'll pass them on to Matthan and Matthan Harris, director of BAPHOMET
Absolutely.
2019. BAPHOMET.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
We're
good.
back.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Good deal. Good deal.
So yeah, Danny Filth plays Lon Carlson, who is a supernatural expert, occult expert, and he's a good guy in the movie Baphomet. But he's a very helpful.
Okay,
person.
supernatural cult expert,
Yes,
sort of professor type, maybe.
he's a very professor.
Cool.
And he's a very helpful, positive character in the film.
Now you filmed a lot of it here, but also in LA.
I did in 2016. It's a very complicated project, the most complicated I've ever done. Any advice I give to people is do the opposite of what I do. Just shoot everything in like one location with just a few actors and characters.
Gotcha.
And just shoot it all in one go in a week, and then finish it. I did what I did is insane. We did a few days here in LA. And then I flew to, I took a break from working at Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights. I was one of the walkers at The Walking Dead.
Cool.
And I had to skip the rehearsal week to fly to London to shoot the one-day shoot with Danny Filth in London.
Yeah.
And then also did, while I was there, a shoot with Nicholas Vince, the Chatterer from the Hellraiser 1 and 2.
That's
No
awesome.
kidding.
So yeah, I just like to, work with my horror people,
Yes.
and represent. And if I happen to be like, hey, I'm in London, I'm doing this shoot, you and I should do a shoot too. Let's do something.
Oh,
so
yes.
that's for an as yet untitled film I'll be finishing later. But as you can see, it's all a bit ADHD. And
No, that's cool. You take advantage of opportunities that you have, and that's
should.
always a good idea. Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely.
but it's yes. I'll try to, get to your answer. I did a separate shoot in LA in 2017, and then I was like, I've shot maybe 25% of what I can shoot for Baphomet in LA, and then it's reached the point where I can't do any more as I like to do it, low budget guerrilla style, where it's still high quality. We're using like a Red Dragon camera and really high quality, technology and whatnot. But I never pay a penny for permits or anything like that. Even in LA, like we did like a shark attack sequence out in the ocean, for example, because there's a part where my character gets attacked by a great white.
Well, wait, in Baphomet?
In Baphomet, because there's the cult is putting curses and hexes on the good people of the story to to kill them in ways that don't legally trace back to them, so they can get away with it. And then finally, the family in the story smarts up to it, and then they start getting revenge. So it's like the good people team up with the police and a white witch high priestess, and Danny Filth is there, helping them like an ambassador, and they go to war with the satanic cult. So it's good versus evil. And but yeah, I'm the first sacrificial lamb.
Gotcha.
But anyway, so we did. We shot what we could shoot in LA, and I was like, we'll get shut down as we did at one location, if I stay in LA. It's not indie friendly, so I brought it back here, and then are we still good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Okay, so when people want to see you in a film, I recommend they go to something that's streaming right now on Prime, and that is Sudden Reality,
Yeah.
Yes.
which is so cool. We watched it just this week.
We watched it.
What did you think?
It was good.
Very good. Yes, very good. And, creepy. And well, there it is there with a brief kind of description.
Whoa.
College student named Josh, obsessed with Sandra.
The girl of his dreams. And his dreams twist his reality
Let's
into
say,
a
is it
nightmare.
dreams or nightmare?
Definitely, strictly a nightmare.
But
Horrible dreams.
You
Very
star in this
nightmarish.
film.
I do.
Can we? Should
I
we say?
dir-
Go ahead.
Directed it, produced it, starred in it, co-wrote it with a very talented actress and writer named Sarah Kate Alsup, who plays Sandra in the film.
Yes.
It was her idea. She came up with the story.
Oh.
And it was like her dream story. And she was like, hey, I wanted to do this idea since high school. And she was an extra on The Inflicted, my first feature 9 years ago. And she was like, hey, I wrote this really bizarre, psychological, twisted story. And it's pretty disturbing and, dramatic. And it's just an interesting, she's like, I think you'll like it. And she sent me her outline that she wrote. And I was like, yeah, I love it. So we made it.
You're like, let's do it.
Let's do it. So we both were the male and females leads and both wrote it together.
Very cool.
Yep.
Now, you're very creepy in it, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a cool film.
Yeah.
Now, that's a Sudden Reality. It's a short. It's on Prime right now, streaming. If you're a Prime member,
For free.
It's for free.
Now, do you like playing the creepy characters? Do you get joy out of that? Or do you sometimes want to play the good guy?
Well, I love doing both. I've played earlier on. I played more of the villains, and I played a lot of really terrible people in films.
Well, say you were the villain in The Inflicted.
Yeah, that was my first feature, and I played probably the worst person I ever played because he's a very. That film was like abuse begetting abuse, and and that was the worst person I ever played because he's a rapist and he's a serial killer and very just. That film needs to have him be as despicable as possible.
Yeah.
But and then Sudden Reality is a bit toned back. It's a way better film because you grow as you go. Hopefully,
Yes.
It's way better than The Inflicted because that was like my first baby. But and then the babies get prettier as you go. In my case, at least. But
Yeah.
so far so good.
All right.
But yeah, Sudden Reality was a bit less despicable, but he's still a pretty. He was sympathetic. He's mentally ill. But he still does terrible things in Sudden Reality.
Before we get to German Angst,
Yeah.
because that really
In
interesting.
German Angst, I play a hero, and in BAPHOMET, I play a hero. So
Oh, okay.
so it's nice.
There's balance.
It's cool to. Well, I'm getting older, and I if I'm creating something, I'm more drawn to playing good people. A positive message, and I'll let someone else portray the dark side. But I just played Robert Durst, the serial killer.
There we go. Yeah.
Recently,
Now
so it's like
Robert-
Yeah,
Okay. Now,
depends on the project.
all right. So before we get to German Angst, and we're very interested in that, but you played like a reporter or something in a West Memphis 3 TV.
Oh yeah, well, speaking of the Robert Durst, it was Robert Durst and ID Murder Mystery for the Investigation Discovery Channel.
Cool.
And then there was the West Memphis 3 and ID Murder Mystery. So I acted in both of those last year, and I played Damian Eccles' defense attorney named Val Price.
No kidding.
So
all right.
that was a cool shoot. Both of those were shot in Knoxville, Tennessee. So
Very
for
good.
any Dallas actors out there who are interested in finding some interesting investigation discovery shows to act in, then you have to widen your horizons. You have to be willing to be crazy enough to drive 14 hours there, 14 hours back on your own dime. So that's it's going to weed out a lot of people. Most people don't have time to do that, but if you do, then go on actorsaccess.com, sign up, have your resume and your everything on there, and submit to the jobs that are in the Southeast section. 'Cause
Actors
there's a lot-
Access. All right.
That's
Look,
how I got Robert Durst and the West Memphis.
Well, all right. So these are some good tips, and that's what we like to give on this show.
Sure.
For independent actors and directors and such. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now you were in a early Pantera music video.
Pantera Piss.
Piss.
If I have a few more of these guns and oils, I might have to go take another Pantera Piss. So
this was the early days of the band in L.A.?
No, this was unfortunately after the band had disbanded, and it was when I first moved to because I'm from here, and I lived in LA for 5.5 years. When I first, like literally, I was fresh in LA, moved there in February 2012, and I saw a casting on Facebook. Hey, we're looking for Pantera fans to come and do this video for this demo that has been unearthed by Vinnie Paul. Rest in peace, brother, by the way.
Yes.
Pantera was a very magical band to me, still is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got to meet Vinny and Dimebag, so it's very special to me. Phil Anselmo screened Sudden Reality for the world premiere at a house core, by the way.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
But anyway, I'll try to keep on topic here. I can go all over the place.
Well, it's totally cool.
Yeah.
So after the band broke up, they unearthed this older song and wanted a video for it.
Yeah.
And you were like
a B-side from Vulgar Display of Power that they scrapped and then used some of it for the next album. They used some of the riffs on Use My Third Arm on the Far Beyond Driven album in '94. But yeah, after the band had broken up, Warner Brothers was like, hey, let's remaster, Vulgar Display of Power. And then Vinny was like, well, fuck yeah, I found this song this is the last existing unreleased Pantera song. Yeah. So it was really special for that to be released, to hear, another Dimebag song and, that you never think you'd hear something new, so to speak, from Dimebag. And with Phil and all that classic era's sound. And then Warner Brothers did a video for it. It's on YouTube, check it out. I get punched in the face twice in it. And,
oh, you do?
They do like the slow motion, like Jackass 3 style, where the director's fist is here and, shoot it in slow motion and have like the water in our mouth, like in the Vulgar cover. So it's like, sorry, I don't want to break your stuff.
That's right.
But it was cool.
Wow. Yeah. So cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now, we have a poster for German Angst. Okay, all right, look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, woo! I mean, what a great... Have you seen that version?
It's a great poster.
I mean, look at that. All right, so all right, so we're talking about George Bucharest.
Jörg Buttgereit.
Buttgereit. Did I say it right, Janie?
No, you said it wrong. You said it wrong.
Jörg Buttgereit.
Okay. All right, but I
could be butchering it too. I apologize.
I get excited about this. So
yeah,
I'm all right. So please clarify for Janie / and I. What was your role? What? Yeah, there we go.
Corpsepaint.
Look, this is the album. This is the album of the week, album of the month, and it's that one right there, Rotting Christ, called The Heretics. All right, back to German Angst. You were an actor in it.
Yes.
Is German Angst 3, 4, 5 films altogether, or please explain?
Trace. It's an anthology with 3 stories, and they're all unrelated. But they're set in the same world, just they don't reference each other except for some subtle characters in the background as like extras in one scene. And it's it's a brilliant film. I'm in the middle one, entitled Make a Wish. I got to learn German sign language for the role.
What do you play? A
deaf mute, a Polish German deaf mute, and then these neo-Nazis come over and start harassing me and my girlfriend, who's also a Polish German deaf mute.
Do you kill them all?
You just have to see it.
All right.
But it's very much a very relevant, just anti-hate segment. And then there's another segment in it that's, has social commentary about, drug abuse and addiction and the dangers of that, and also just the dangers of just sexual abuse. And
Matthan, is it? Can we see it now?
German Angst is on Blu-ray. Yeah,
it is.
It was released a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great film.
It's not.
We
really,
gotta get it.
It doesn't seem really easy to get a hold of. I think it was like
European only, or
it's on Blu-ray. Go on Amazon. It's
okay.
It's out there.
I only found it like on the Amazon EU or.
Well.
Cool.
Well, it's out there now. I promise. I'm not lying.
I believe you. I will go check again.
I want you all to see it. It's a good film.
It's been a couple years since I checked. So.
Good.
Yeah,
well,
it's a good one.
I definitely want to see it. And I
especially if you like Butker-Wright's older films like Necromantic or Schramm or
Necromantic
Tortoise.
too.
Exactly. Yeah, those are very interesting, unique films, and this is his comeback film. So it's
well, we met him at House Core.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
he's a comic book art captain.
he is. Yeah.
He loves like Godzilla and comics.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
there we go.
There you go.
That's
Okay.
that's the
Region
import
2
version.
import.
Yeah.
$52.
So be careful. Yeah, if you're not buying, a USA format, you got to have a
Say, we
VD.
have a region-free DVD player.
The version you want to buy is the American version. It's released by Artsploitation Films.
Oh, okay,
ART
cool.
Artsploitation Films, and it's
Cool.
it's on DVD and Blu-ray.
There we go.
There you go.
Barnes-
Look, now we can buy it for $8.
Yeah. So look, only $8.
Yes.
And
Perfect.
you see Matthan Harris in this movie.
That's right.
Ooh,
It's
or
a
I
great
could
film.
get it used from or new from. That doesn't make sense. Used from $8.13.
Get a Blu-ray
New
for
from
only-
$6.75.
$7.99.
Hey, that's a good deal.
It's a great
And
deal.
while you're on,
If you want extra germs on it,
And you can prime it.
Yeah.
look, and while you're on
You're paying
Prime,
us $2 for those germs. Extra $2.
It's a good deal.
and while you're on Prime, be sure to look at Sudden Reality.
Especially because Sudden Reality, if you're a Prime member, then it's completely free. Otherwise, you can buy it on HD quality for only 99 cents.
There we go.
Two tacos at Jack in the Box,
What a deal.
or just watch this labor of love.
Hey, all right. So I want to show the BAPHOMET poster.
Sure.
And,
Well,
and so,
it's plastered behind
actually,
us.
it's behind us, but
Movie
I
magic.
don't know.
If you stand
Ryla,
just
yeah, there we go.
there you
Thank you
go.
very much, man.
Boom.
So,
Yes.
and then you have a BAPHOMET Facebook page.
Yeah, Facebook.com/Baphomet movie.
All right, yeah. We'll just take a second there. I just wanted people to see that whole thing because right now we're hiding the lower part.
Yes.
But look for that, and I think you were kind of complimenting. Let's go to Facebook first. This is the Baphomet page, and you'll post updates there on how it's going and release and all of that.
Oh yeah.
So everybody should go like it and follow.
The Baphomet poster was done by a frequent collaborator. He also did the Sudden Reality poster. He's done a few posters. It's an Italian artist named Simone Giangrandi. Sorry, Simone, if I'm butchering your name. But then also the flyer that you guys had made for this show was made by
Little Spark Films. Now, Matthan was complimenting our graphic design.
Yeah, they did a great job. It looks awesome.
Shout out to Little Spark Films.
And I like the retro style that they did with like the folders, like old, like
Isn't that
you
cool?
know, that's like
that
Grindhouse
cool?
style.
Yeah,
It's
they do.
awesome.
They
Look
do
at that,
great
man.
work.
Look at that handsome dude.
Yeah.
And then you got the BAPHOMET poster, and then you got our other guest, Fleshgrinder, coming up shortly. Fleshgrinder from CROPDUST. So hails to Little Spark Films. They are our partner, and they do great stuff. So keep them in mind, too, when you've got a project, Matthan.
Who?
Keep them in mind, Little Spark.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I just got
No problem.
my imagination always runs wild.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anything cool, just to speak up if you got things scrolling in on chat room.
No, not really. Just a lot of people saying hey.
Cool. All right.
Well, at least we don't have like any trolls out there, you know, like
No,
oh,
no, everyone's
what about this?
super nice.
Yeah,
and, No, they're all nice.
Heretics.
They're all nice people.
They're all nice people.
Hey,
Yes.
your first major film, you
Yes.
get Doug Effin Bradley in it.
And
you
Bill
get
Moseley.
Bill Moseley and Sid Haig.
Yes.
And Giovanni Lombardo Radice from City of the Living Dead, Cannibal Ferox, House on the Edge of the Park, etc. He was also played the main villain in Baphomet.
Oh, cool.
Oh, he's back in Baphomet. Very nice.
Yeah, we
Very
did a
nice.
shoot in November at Hangman's House of Horrors in Fort Worth,
Yes.
which was one of the first haunts I ever went to as a kid. So that was really cool.
Excellent, man.
He
This is
plays
so
the
cool.
leader of the cult, so he's the main antagonist of the film.
But in
Yep.
the Inflicted, okay, you've got all these big names. It's a full length. This is a feature film.
Yes.
And I know you said this was your first project, and it was kind of your baby, and now you're on to your third, fourth projects and
Yeah.
such. But you know this does stand out because you got some great names in it too, man. I mean, wow.
Yeah, well, yeah, The Inflicted was cool because it was my first big baby. It was my first feature, and it was really exciting to make it. Looking back on it, I can't help but judge like my pre-acting school, you know, acting and like my script. I could have done it so much better if I did it now. And
You mean you kind of look back and critique
because I
yourself.
did it in 2010 and then 2011, but like I'm still super proud of it. But yeah, it was my first feature and it shows in my opinion. But but I'm still very proud of it, and it was so cool to work with all those guys. They were super nice to me, super cool and professional, and I still can't believe that they gave me a first time feature filmmaker a chance. That meant a lot to me and still does. So
and obviously
it's so cool.
You're working with Giovanni still, so
yeah. Well, I've done 3 projects with him. So it's cool to work with people again, and respect all those guys, man.
Yes, for sure. The Inflicted. All right, talk to us a little about working at some of the haunts or the big haunt. Was it Universal or yeah?
Well, I've done a lot of haunt work as a scare actor, and that's really fun too.
In LA.
In LA, yeah.
At the big parks, at the big.
Yeah, Halloween. I did Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. I was one of the Walking Dead walkers, so that was a fun 3 or 3.5 months of work, and it's really fun to scare people.
Yes.
Yes. And then I've done Alone and Existential Haunting. I did their show Acland, which was a cool. I think it was a 2-day show. Heretic Horror. I've done a lot of shows with them. They're awesome. We did a show on Shutter's, Shutter.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's an awesome platform, and we did a show for them called The Core, C-O-R-E, Core.
Okay.
And we were on the Lee Wannell, the great Lee Wannell, who starred and wrote Saw, and he's awesome and so talented. We were like the extra guests on his episode, so we did like a demonstration of our extreme haunt, and so that was really cool. I really appreciated that the Heretic brought me in for that taping. It was just really fun. And then I'd have to look at my resume and remind myself how many of the other haunts. I did one show with Dark Hour here in Plano several years ago called Walpurgis Nacht. Dark Hour Haunted House in Plano.
Yeah, we saw them yesterday at the Irish Festival.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they're open this weekend coming up.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ryler can find this, but we had a cool picture of
Poor Ryler.
Yeah, we're making him run, but
You don't have to.
it's that
We
picture.
appreciate you, Ryder.
Oh wow, he's
Look
on
at
it.
that. That's
There you
where we
go.
were
Yes.
yesterday.
Hey now, yeah.
Yeah.
What's cool about Dark Hour is, well, I can't speak for all their shows, but at least the show that I did with them, Walpurgis Nacht, that was the May show they used to do, and it raised money for charity.
Oh, cool.
So to me, that's really cool to just do anything to give back to people and do something positive and use horror to just do something positive,
They're a premier haunt, absolutely.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they're very
they're
good at what
amazing.
they do with amazing production values. It's really fun.
Yes, indeed.
And they're also open year round, pretty much. Well, seasonal,
that.
but
Yeah, that's what's really cool about
Yeah.
them, too. Yeah.
do a show every couple months.
What was the haunt? Now I know you did not work at this one, but we were talking a little about the intense haunt in Oklahoma or somewhere where they can cut you and they can grab you and
You're probably thinking of the infamous, notorious McCamey Manor.
That's in California. isn't it?
They used to be, but now they're in Tennessee. They used to be in San Diego. That's the most notorious in the world. But close up there, another very notorious one is Heretic, and that's who I mentioned a second ago.
Okay.
I wouldn't go through a Heretic show, and especially not a McCamey Manor show.
Yeah. Well, isn't there a ridiculously long waiting list for McCamey Manor?
There is.
It's like
Yeah.
did
Did you
just
say-
sign a death, like a waiver?
okay. Well, he told me earlier you walk out of it and you've got cuts on you and
With Heretic, you do. I mean, you're gonna get roughed up a bit. It's for extreme people.
Does anybody make it
Whoa.
all the way through?
Oh, with Heretic they do,
you have to?
because it's like we're well, I can't speak for everything they do because I was only in a few of their shows, but with Heretic at least it's not like McCamey. It's extreme certainly, but it's not abusive in the sense that it's not there's a safe word. It's very intelligently done. It's like a horror movie that you're living in,
Okay.
and you can press pause if you want to. And that's very important because it should be fun first and foremost, even for the thrill seekers. You're watching out for them. They might refuse to say the safe word, but everyone involved has to have the conscience, the kindness in their heart
Yes.
to know when it's like, okay,
Time
you
to
know
stop.
what, like this is enough. Like you don't have to break character, but just there's like a balance of being extreme and also watching out for somebody's well-being. Very important.
Matthan
Well, 'cause
Harris is,
McCamey does not do that.
No, they don't.
So.
No.
Stay away from them.
this is when you were telling me about.
Nobody's ever finished, I think, right? Or
I
at
don't-
least
I don't think
like,
so.
when I last checked it out.
Maybe they finished, but they were not alive.
We wanted to do the camp out. Do you remember they were doing the great horror camp out where you could get like a tent and camp, and then they come pull you out of your tent, and then you have to go like try to be Hellmaster. It got canceled. We didn't get to do it.
Okay. This was McCamey?
No, it
Or
wasn't. It was
someone
called
else?
the Great Horror Camp Out. or
Oh,
something
why was
like
it
that.
canceled? Was it like
Not enough people signed up.
okay?
They did it in like California, but they didn't do. They were supposed to be in Austin, and not enough people signed up apparently. And I guess it was too expensive to probably do for like 10 people or however many people signed up.
Right.
Because we had a tent. You got me a tent.
We
I was
did.
excited too.
We got like the first
I was
one.
like, I want to live like in a horror movie.
Yeah,
She wanted to come and be abducted by backwoods hillbillies or some freaks. You
But
know?
knowing it's not real.
But knowing it's not real.
Right.
And it was supposed. It's not like McCamey Manor. It's supposed to be like.
Yeah. Yeah, make
in the
sure that they're
middle
not forcing you
somewhere.
to do stuff that
Yeah.
people shouldn't have
and
to
you
do.
had a safe word, and if you say your safe word, then you're out. You can't keep playing. But you're supposed
Whoa.
to try to collect things to be Hellmaster or something like that. I don't remember. I wanted to do it. It was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
As long as there's a safe word.
Matthan Harris, director of BAPHOMET, is here. Everything you're talking about, Matthan, is right up our alley. It's just right up our alley. We're haunt workers. We love Texas Frightmare Weekend.
He's a
That's
haunt
right.
worker. I know
Well,
he
I
works in the haunt.
premiered The Inflicted at
Frightmare?
Texas Frightmare Weekend in 2012. Oh, sorry, I interrupted. You were saying?
No, you're fine. I said I never worked in a haunt. He works in a haunt.
Yeah.
But she's a certified makeup artist and working on a horror movie right now.
Sweet. Which one?
13
If you
tracks to frighten Agatha Black.
All right.
It's another local. Yeah,
That's right.
independent.
It's just like what I'm doing.
Yep.
So, any other tips for independent filmmakers, up and coming filmmakers, creative filmmakers who are inflicted with the, to use that word, with the bug or the hair up their ass to get something on celluloid?
If they want to, but they haven't yet,
Yeah.
do it. Do something with no budget. Just get a camera, even your phone if you have to, and just make something interesting and fun with your friends. And that's how I started, just making stuff for fun with like cheap zombie makeup I would buy from Party City, and me and my group of my homies, and like our friend's dad or girlfriend, like whoever we can scrape together, let's all just make a little video out in the woods with like guns and be careful because I got the police on my ass once, so be careful when you use real guns as props in public. That's stupid.
Okay, that's a good tip. That's
So
a real good tip.
be careful, watch your ass, and don't break the law.
So I feel like that wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, and one of my friends was impersonating an officer with a real police officer uniform because his stepdad was a cop.
Yeah.
So we borrowed that, probably without him knowing. I would
I
assume.
would say I would assume he wouldn't be like, "Here, take my uniform."
Yeah. So be safe, be smart, and just make something. Don't like take no for an answer. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. Just make something. Period. And writer, Trey Parker from South Park and whatnot, he said it best, like writers write, and I think he said something like filmmakers make films, something like that. So yeah, just start somewhere.
There's an expression I've heard: before you're good, you have to do something.
Yes.
And before you're good, you're bad, and before you're bad, you have to do something. So you just got, if it's in there, it's got to come out, and that's what I always say. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like drawing. It's gonna suck the first maybe 100 times, maybe 1,000 times. Just keep doing it, and then next thing you know, practicing guitar. The next thing you know what you're doing. So I would say just come up with something for fun that you would love to make, just because it makes you laugh, or it's fun, or it's exciting. It doesn't even have to be good or be shown to anybody. Just make something and keep doing it and keep doing it. And next thing you know, you get to work with Danny Filth and Doug Bradley like I did. So keep on doing it.
When you had Sid and Doug and Bill Mosley, that was filmed here in Dallas area.
That was completely here, and that's another bit of advice while we're on that topic is use free locations whenever possible. That's part of what got me in trouble in LA, was using just free locations and not having a permit. But here, like The Inflicted all those years ago, one of the smart things I did do with that film was, every single scene that Doug Bradley and Bill Mosley did was shot just at my grandfather's house in Arlington. It cost this much to rent that location.
This much.
Free locations.
I remember that house, and there was like a long either driveway or road going to it, and I'm trying to remember the film, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in years.
okay.
So sorry. It's been a while.
But
But I did see it.
Thank you. But
I did see it.
There's actually there's a better version because
You
I
had
hate
mentioned
to dog my own work, but it's my first baby, and I know I could do better now. It's like my first drawing.
Well, I think that's also important that you know are like, I can do better, because then that shows growth.
Be proud
and
of your
you
work,
learn from
but
things.
be aware,
Yeah.
be self-aware,
Exactly.
and be always strive to better yourself. Otherwise, don't just be all smug like I'm the shit.
Yeah, because then how are you going to ever learn or grow?
Then if someone's like,
You're
"Hey,
just
that movie
this is the
sucked.
best thing
You
I've
worked on
made."
this for years, but it sucks," and then it's like, "Well, tell me why." And then you got to listen to people and always want to get better at what you do. It's like taking an acting class. You don't pay this person to tell you you're good if you're not. You want to get better. But yeah, with the Inflicted though, I did, cut 7 minutes of recently of what I feel is unnecessary footage or just scenes that were just a bit not necessary or awkwardly acted.
Cool.
So I trimmed it down to a director's cut, and that'll be released later this year on DVD.
Very cool.
So
Awesome.
re-release of the Inflicted on DVD
So-
with a better cut.
What is your plan with BAPHOMET? Are you going to submit it to festivals? Are you going to put it on DVD? Or
Uh,
going to have like a premiere?
I might skip festivals for the first time in my life with this one and just get it out there. So I might put more effort in just sending it to distributors
That's good.
or sales agents, whoever shows me the money. Worst case scenario, I'll just release it myself on like Amazon, like I did with Sudden Reality. But
yeah.
Do you like the Amazon platform?
Amazon's great
because
because it's complete. Again, it costs this much money, so you want to go where it's free. You want this. You want to spend nothing to get it out there, and have people be able to watch it, buy it, rent it. So Amazon Prime Video, unlike iTunes or the other ones that cost thousands of dollars just to submit it or get it on there, Amazon Prime Video is completely free.
There you go.
So use it if you want to self-distribute. Use that.
Okay.
On your resume, it mentioned pogo stick, it mentioned rollerblading, it mentioned skydiving.
Are you a roller skater?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What
you're-
what was this on?
The thing I don't know. You said
Was this on my Actors Access?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was something.
Maybe.
I
Okay.
thought it was stuff, but
I have done skydiving.
badass.
Yeah, skydiving is awesome. I did a. Yeah, have you done it? Either of you?
No.
never skydiving.
Have you skydived?
Ryler.
It's. Well, I was just making sure. Yeah.
Let's just point out.
It's awesome.
This is Ryler over here. You
Ryler.
Yeah,
can see
and
him.
I was
props
talking
to
to Ryler.
Ryler for engineering our whole show. Thank you, Ryler.
I do try.
He's pretty amazing.
Did you film the skydiving?
I did. It was a company that doesn't exist, I don't think, anymore, called Skydive Dallas, and we did it at I think it's called Whitewright.
Okay.
Little
Little town.
here
Yeah,
in Texas.
yeah.
You go out in the country and they take you up there and you jump out of the plane, and they record you too. They have an additional dude that records you.
Yeah.
So if any mishaps happen, at least you have proof.
Oh boy.
One last movie, and then it's a wrap for you. But no, it's very safe. You have to do it tandem. Legally, you have to do it tandem the first number of times.
Yeah,
so
gotcha.
I've only done skydiving tandem, but it's really cool.
Yeah. Very
It's
nice.
very fun.
Very cool.
Do it if you aren't afraid of heights.
All right. So BAPHOMET you're putting the bow on it. You're getting this one all ready, and hopefully later this year, right? And we're talking about an evil, bloody bow.
Yes. Well, in my opinion, the movie's not evil. It's a good versus evil story.
All right.
But it's something that I think that will appeal to a lot of people. Like, I'm Christian, but I made a movie called BAPHOMET that stars Danny Filth. I mean, it's something that I think anyone with an open mind who can just appreciate the fantasy of it, I think it'll appeal to, everybody as long as they aren't offended by the horror aspects. Obviously, there's gore and there's sadism and a lot of evil in it that there can't be, like I said earlier, there can't be a good versus evil story without evil.
You got to make
And
the
there's
evils.
very
Yeah.
evil things in it. The very first scene actually is one of the worst things in it. So it's yeah.
And Grace gets blown up.
She gets blown the fuck up. But there's sacrifice. There's I get sacrificed actually in it.
Okay.
So spoiler alert, but it's not that simple though.
Matthan
There's
Harris,
more to
man,
it.
we're so glad you were here. Thank you for making
Yes,
time.
Thank you.
No, thank you guys. This was really cool. And again, free beer when you're on the Corpsepaint.
Corpsepaint show.
Right here. Thank you guys so much.
And guess what? We archive every episode. Well, we broadcast live, but we archive every one on our YouTube, so you can always go back and see. We got other cool directors and such too. So
Right. No, I saw some of your stuff on with like Lordy and
Yeah.
various other characters and cool cats on YouTube. So thank you for archiving it so that we can all watch it forever.
Thank you for making genre movies, man. We're right up that alley.
If we have time, do I have time to mention For We Are Many?
Oh, let's talk about For We Are Many. Yes, thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
and please explain what it is.
For We Are Many is very similar. There you go, right there. It's right there. It's similar to Baphomet. It's an entire anthology based on demonology, and I did one segment 2 years ago with Eileen Dietz, who plays the Pazuzu face and the Exorcist. And she plays a mother who is very well versed in black magic and wants to get revenge on the bully who made her son commit suicide. So it's a very very dark revenge tale, and that was my contribution to it. Kind of, I don't try to do social commentary to where it's like shoved in your face, but it's there if you want to see it. Otherwise, you can just enjoy it. But it is my personal commentary on the evils of bullying and high school bullying. But it's just a fantasy story. But yeah, so that's and there's other people involved with it who are great horror icons that I don't want to announce them. I'd rather just let the film be released and have people. You got it. Because I just did my own segment. Like there's a bunch of other filmmakers. So.
Okay. So it's various pieces.
It's a very international story. Yeah, okay. Absolutely. And I did my own 6 minute segment, and it's probably a 2-hour project for all I know, of people from Scotland, England, obviously America. Oh, and shout out to David M. Brewer, one of the 2 cinematographers from the first Insidious, who's my DP on the Damned statue. So David, it was awesome to work with you. Thank you, brother. The Damned statue will be a part of For We Are Many.
Got it.
Coming this year.
All right. So
awesome.
that is
great. Dude, hey.
That is.
We're like Lane Staley and fucking Jerry Cantrell, like right. Couldn't even tell who's who.
For We Are Many.
Damn.
And obviously, it has double meaning, of course, and so that's badass. For We Are Many.
Well, For We Are Many, if I have time to explain what that is, it's from the Bible when there was a man who was possessed by a lot of demons. That's what this is a reference to. Mm-hmm. And it's, I'm sure there's a lot of metal songs or horror films that probably mention this, reference it, like, 666 or anything else that's like biblical horror. And The Exorcist is an obvious example, but For We Are Many is this person who was possessed by all these demons, and sorry, I'm a bit ignorant on the exact details. I believe in the Bible it says that Christ was talking to him, and this man in like the town was, he was like the outcast of the town, and Christ went up and exorcised all the demons, and then they went into these pigs, and the pigs were, I guess, couldn't handle the possession, so they ran into the nearby water and committed suicide. So it's just one of those great horror tales, that pretty disturbing. I mean, I would be scared shitless if I saw that happen. So
yeah, Bible is full of disturbing stories.
Yes, that's one of the great ones that is very useful for a horror theme.
You bet.
You
bet.
It's all about demons. In each page, I'll say this, and I don't want to say anything else about For We Are Many because it's not my baby exactly.
Gotcha. Yep.
But there's like a book, and each page in the book is a different demon that it tells a story of.
All right.
And whatever, I have no idea who else is doing what. I did my own tale, which is like black magic and bullying and, that gone completely wrong and revenge. And then there's all these different, and obviously there's a demon involved. Mm-hmm. And then there's all these other filmmakers. You turn a page, and it's like, okay, what did this filmmaker from this part of the world do about a demon? And then they go run crazy with it and do whatever they want with the story.
Did you do any research on demonology?
Well, mainly for Baphomet, the damn statue is more of just winging it, just making something that I wanted to make. But Baphomet was more necessary because I was dealing with because I'm not a Wiccan. Is it Wicca? If you're a Wicca or a Wiccan, is it Wiccan?
You're Wiccan.
Excuse me, the beers.
That's all right.
Uh-oh. But I want to repulse, listen to that gargling. It's the gas and oil, guys. Guns and oil. But yeah, I had one of the main characters who's a good character, and it is named Mary Beth, and she's played by my LA friend Charlotte. Sorry, she's Danish. Is it Bjornback? Forgive me, Charlotte. because it's a Danish name. I'm not an expert, but she played Mary Beth, a White Witch High Priestess. So I had to, do research on, the different types of magic. For example, white magic versus black magic, and figure out, okay, in my world, in my take on it, here are the good guys, here are the bad guys, and how do they have similar powers, opposing powers, the whole spectrum of it. So it's very, very diverse, and it's a lot of interesting themes.
Very cool.
But you have to do a bit of research, I think, to respectfully represent, various people and their beliefs. You don't want to make a mockery of it, or just like make shit up that makes no sense. It has to be respectful. But it has to be a story. So there has to be good guys, there has to be bad guys. So people who, kidnap and sacrifice, women or men, animals, like innocent animals, like obviously those aren't going to be the good guys, But
Matthan, we're gonna wave to the upper camera.
Okay.
That one up there.
Hey.
And we're gonna say thank you very much for being here, man. And
thank you guys so much.
We appreciate you, and we're going to take you out with a quick trailer of the Inflicted.
Oh yeah,
and say so long and bring in our second guest. But props to you, and just keep making the cool.
Props to our next guest, Abel.
Yes, Fleshgrinder.
That's right,
the Fleshgrinder.
Abel, I warmed him up for you, so now you can do your thing, brother.
He did the carpet bombing, and now he's.
I crop dusted it for the CROPDUST singer, so now it's all him. Yeah. All right, so thank you guys. This was awesome.
Very welcome.
I'll get the hell out of here now.
No problem, man.
Thank you. Back. We're now here with Fleshgrinder.
What's up,
from
guys?
Fleshgrinder from CROPDUST is here in person
For the third time.
Different studio, though.
Yeah, all different studios.
And look, and you know what was released about 11 months ago? This awesome album.
Purple
look at
Sabbath
that.
Diesel.
It's got a lot of green in it.
Yeah, it does.
Is Fleshgrinder one of our guests that's been in like every studio we've been in? I feel like.
I think so. He was telling me that.
Yeah. Every time.
And yes, so CROPDUST gets the honor of Band of the Week from Corpsepaint.
So wait,
Show.
we have a band of the month and a band of the week.
We have album of the month.
Album.
Show that
of the month.
Yeah, show that to Fleshgrinder. That's the new
It's
Rotting
the
Christ.
New Rotting Christ.
I'll take that.
No, it's mine.
And this one, a cool band I saw Friday night called Devil Master. This is a new album. Satan Spits at Children of Light.
Oh,
That's nice.
wow, that's an interesting title. Satan Spits on Children of Light.
I don't know if Ryla can bring that up real quick, but we had a cool picture with.
Philadelphia's Devil Masters stake their claim as one of the most venomous, twisted entities in the metal and punk underground with their hellish debut, Satan Spits on Children of
Devil Master.
Light.
Devil Master. We took a picture with the band.
And he has a shirt.
Couple of us.
He's wearing the shirt. You can't see this. He left my show on Friday to go see Devil Master. He did watch me perform though, but then he left.
There it is. Look,
There
so
you go. It's good
the second guy from the right, Fleshgrinder, is Francis from Devil Master, and they played at Independent there on Main Street in Deep Ellum.
Nice.
So tell us about what we'll get to Deep Ellum Metal Fest shortly.
Okay.
But what's the news with the band? Because I'm looking at these pictures and I'm thinking it looks a
We
little
just
different.
add another guitar player, so it's a lot heavier. doom.
Yeah.
It's going to be really dark. And that's all I can say. I can't say
Does
too much.
Does he have a cool name too, like your Fleshgrinder? and,
Yes, he
all
has a
these-
name, but I'm going to let...
Oh, he's gonna.
Yeah, March
you
22nd.
get to
Better
go
be
see
there.
it. Better be there.
Now, so that poster in the background is the Friday night on March 22nd at Wits End.
Wits End, yeah.
So it's the Fucking Kittens and CROPDUST and a few other bands. Yeah, there we go.
I've never heard of the fucking
Rib
Kittens.
Cage.
Trinitite.
I have seen Trinitite. They're
Yep.
really good.
Great band.
Yeah, they're great.
And the return of CROPDUST. Welcome back.
when was?
Fleshgrinder.
How long has it been? It's been a while.
Probably about, 8 months?
We need you back, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be big.
All right,
Trust
so
me, you don't want to miss this show.
So you guys are rehearsing your ass off. You're giving the low growls. You're giving all of the energy to this big comeback show.
Yes, and some smoke.
Okay. And so, does that mean you're going to be on the rooftop at Wits End?
Actually,
Or
no, we're going to be
you're going to be down
inside,
in.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Very cool.
The lowest depth of the club.
Can we point out that, yes, thank you for being real close to the mic. We want to make sure people can hear you very well, and we sometimes get a complaint that people cannot hear a guest.
Hey.
So,
Don't talk about negativity.
okay, you're right.
Let's be positive here. Okay.
Now, Deep Ellum Metal Fest is an annual, awesome metal fest with mostly local bands. But did you notice that Kill Everything is on it? They're on a national label.
Yes.
And their album is called Scorched Earth. Very impressed with those guys, and that's Kill Everything. This is a 2-day festival.
Yes, correct.
Over 4 venues, and only a few bucks, right, for the 2-day.
only
event?
$10 for one night, and then if you want to do the 2-day, it's $15.
Wow, that's a great deal.
And you actually can order them on PayPal as well, so they'll actually ship them to your house.
Sweet.
Oh,
That's pretty rad.
Yeah,
Great.
tickets.
Janie Slash. Every time we've seen CROPDUST, this maniac gets into I don't know, gets into the zone, man. And I mean,
Do you get to have your blood?
Oh, it's gonna be different.
Oh,
There will be blood.
I
Trust
won't
me.
be there to see it.
oh, the only reason she's saying that is because she's out of town that weekend, going to New Orleans.
In a small house,
In a tiny house.
tiny house.
Yeah.
Staying in a tiny house. For what?
And that's for an annual thing that she goes to, and so yeah.
Every year. For the last 4 years.
But I'll be there shaking my fist at you.
He'll be there.
Awesome.
And
On
I won't-
stilts.
I won't bother him.
I don't know.
He'll be doing whatever. I won't text or distract you.
So let's talk about some of the other highlights of Deep Ellum Metal Fest besides the return of CROPDUST. The Fucking Kittens, Trinitite, and I know on the other stages, of course, we've got Silver Tongue Devil.
Exactly. And my good friends, Empty Shell, they'll be playing at the, I think, what's it called? The Ruins?
Ruins. Good.
Ruins! Have
with
you been
that.
to Ruins?
I have not. They'll
good.
be playing with
Good place.
Interment and some other more
Oh, I
bands.
like
so-
Interment. We've had them on the
Interment?
show
And then
before.
Trees just got added as one of the venues, and
Oh,
Sparrows is playing there.
Trees? Is this the first time Trees has done the Metal Fest?
Yes.
Okay, so
Hey, shout out Razor Blade
that's
Dolls
awesome.
playing at this festival as well.
Yep.
Yep.
No, Ruins has really good tacos.
Okay.
And they've got really good drinks. But you have to be careful. They have crickets on the menu, so you may accidentally order crickets. Unless you're into crickets. Then they have crickets on the menu.
I'm not a vegan, sorry.
Ruins does?
I need meat.
I feel like vegans wouldn't eat crickets.
Yeah.
No.
I brought you a sticker.
But they're
This
good
is for you,
tacos.
man.
They're like plants.
This is for your case.
Thanks.
Yeah. Or for the band or for what have you. Yeah.
You don't have one of these?
Corpsepaint,
We're
Fuck
big
you.
time now. So, we got our own stickers finally. So, Deep Ellum Metal Fest. What are the dates again? We haven't said the dates.
They're March 22nd and then March 23rd. And we play March 22nd, Friday night, Wits End.
Awesome. What time? Do you have time?
We go on at 11 o'clock.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool. Awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah, we decided to, let's play at Wits End because we need to have a crop circle pit. We need to have 2 pits going on the opposite way. And when I say
Wall of Death, then
merge together,
Yeah.
merge together
That means you. You better be in that pit.
Of course.
on stilts. On stilts.
So, you know, another band you're playing with we saw was Trinitite.
Okay.
Shout out to those guys. I think they're from Mid-Cities or Fort Worth. I forget but I like them. And so the purpose of Deep Ellum Metal Fest is really to highlight and showcase North Texas metal. Is that fair to say? I mean, we're talking some great bands with great talent, great musicians. So this is freaking fantastic. It's the weekend after St. Patrick's Day, so you will be recovered and can come out to Deep Ellum on Friday and Saturday, March 22nd.
But you should go to Deep Ellum on the 16th. Just saying.
Let's talk about the 16th. Now that's a Saturday night.
Yes, that's
in
Saturday.
Deep Ellum,
Yes.
and there's two things that we're going to show going on. Okay, right next to each other. This is the reason to be in Deep Ellum on the 16th. Number one, Deadly Sins Burlesque,
And Sideshow.
and look at that.
Yeah. That is not my ass.
That green
But it
ass
still
might
is a
be
nice
might
ass.
be yours. And that is a $5 cover. It's on the day before St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
That is that's our cool theme kind of theme show. And
I mean, I know you've never been to one, so just kidding.
Hey, I'm going to give.
St. Patty's Day's now.
No.
But a sideshow, yes.
Yes.
I've been to
No,
one-
I know
2
you've
or
been to
3
the
of
show.
those.
I know. I'm just kidding.
After
Because you're acting like you've never
We
been to the
actually had
show.
one on what was my birthday show.
I wasn't there for that
Yeah,
either.
you were not there.
Look, after
Alright, it was a good
Deadly
time.
Sins on March 16th, then after that show ends, you can go walk right next door to Club Dada and see the Coat Hangers.
Okay.
Oh.
They got a brand new album out. This is a cool garage punk band, all girls, and they've got a new song out called "F the NRA."
Are they playing punk rock bowling?
Oh, maybe they are.
I think they're on the line for punk rock bowling.
But the Coat Hangers. So, Ryler, I think I've got a Facebook page there that is unlabeled, and it is for the Coat Hangers event on the 16th at Club Dada. Yeah, there we go.
No.
NSF weekend. So, hey, is Silver Tongue going down to Austin to play for the South by Southwest?
I think so.
Yeah.
They do every year, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I
But
thought.
they do a club show or
Yeah, like every year.
That's so cool. Yeah.
So I've heard Alex talk about it.
All right, so on the 16th, we covered it, Deadly Sins,
Yes.
and then Coat Hangers. And then, of course, following weekend is your weekend, brother.
It's going to be 2
March
exciting
22nd.
weekends in Deep Ellum.
So the return of Crop Dust, you're playing on Friday.
Correct.
And then, and Coat Hangers also. What are you going to do Saturday night? Just, you're going to see all the bands?
I'll be out there supporting all the other bands.
Right, so wait, let's go back to that. So Ribcage and another band, I light among many, I don't know too much about them. Are you familiar with all these guys?
Not really. I've talked to the guys in Ribcage and then fucking Kitties. And it's actually one of the guys from Knife Cult.
Cool.
It's in that band.
Knife Call. Oh, badass. I bought their little mini CD. It was like a 3-incher.
Yeah.
And it was actually
Oh,
saw
is that the one that you have the tiny one of?
The tiny one.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
They played at the Nines actually about a year ago, and I saw them there, and I thought they were great.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Okay.
They did a metal show there. So, all right. Well, look, with the death of Curtain Club in Deep Ellum, we want to support metal, and the way to do that is to be at this festival.
Correct.
And keep the clubs that are playing these metal bands are going to be the metal band clubs of going into the next generation of Deep Ellum. And that's Trees and Ruins and Wits End, and who am I missing? One of the other clubs.
Oh.
But the point is, be there and support local metal, and this is North Texas intense, sinister metal.
Trust me, you do not want to miss Friday night. You do not. Trust
especially
me.
at Wits End.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got this ticket, they give you a wristband. You can go from club to club to club to club, same night and the following night if you get a
2
weekend.
days over 45 bands. Yeah. Let's see. Trees, the Curtain Club, Wits End, RBC, Ruins, Stone Deck Pizza. I guess they're having a pre-party too? Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah. It says Stone Deck and Brain Dead Brewing will have the pre-show on March 21st.
So RBC is pretty close to Ruins, so that's good. They're right there on Commerce. And
I'm actually going to go check it out Friday night and see
yeah, good.
the setup and everything.
Because you guys play at 11.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. There's the Facebook page. 2 days, 45 bands.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
What are some of the surprises that we may see with Crop Dust that you can reveal on stage on the 22nd?
Can you reveal anything?
Blood and a new guitar player.
I think we covered those already.
Yeah, I can't tell you anything.
Will
else.
the
It'll
new
ruin
guitar
it.
player be?
If you ruined it,
spewing
then does
blood?
that mean you have to play at Ruins?
No. No.
I'm just kidding.
Deep Ellum Metal Fest. This is just the most badass.
I just say come out Friday night. Check it out.
Yep.
Promise you. It's going to be good.
And if you don't want to park, just Uber in.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
do that. Just do that. Then you don't have to worry about nothing. They'll drop you off right in front of the club, and you can enjoy Deep Ellum and everything it has to offer. Because if you get hungry, there's plenty of nearby places.
Plenty.
And including What's In has the nuclear nacho bus.
They have nachos in the back.
They do.
I want you to have a fiery, badass song, show with a lot of blood and a new guitar player, and hopefully leave the place intact.
Yeah.
Because we want the club to be there the following night for the next band.
Well, I can't promise anything about the bartenders because they know every time we play that they're like, fuck, this band, every time they come and play here, the fucking pit opens up and they always break something. So,
Quit breaking things.
hey, they tipped the bartender, so they should be okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
Better.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Now, are you volunteering at Frightmare again? Or
You working
not
at
sure?
this year?
I'm looking into that right
All right.
now.
All right.
Are you
fair
gonna
enough.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
sing
I know I'm gonna
karaoke
be
this
there
year?
at least a day or two.
Okay.
No karaoke.
No karaoke. I'm always sad when he doesn't. When him and like Craig don't sing karaoke.
That's right. Last year it's karaoke.
They don't do it.
Okay, but look, we should show the Facebook. We should show the website for Texas Frightmare Weekend. And look, there it is, Sam Raimi. What great guest this year!
Yeah, there's amazing guests this year. Last year you worked with Clive Barker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did Clive
Yeah.
Barker song.
I actually have one of his shirts on that I bought. Well, it was given to me.
Oh yeah, a Clyde Barker.
Yeah.
Very cool. Fleshgrinder.
Go over in the corner.
Look for him at Deep Ellum Metal Fest.
Oh, that's really rad. I like that shirt. That's cool.
Oh yeah, it's got.
Yeah,
a
it was
sig-
really cool. They had Clive Barker last year.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Fleshgrinder.
It'll be weird if you're not like volunteering at Frightmare. You can't like every year.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
It's like 2 nights. 2 nights I'll volunteer.
Tonight.
Yeah.
The return of CROPDUST. Now, hey, we've got we got to catch up on something. Fleshgrinder.
Okay.
We started a topic last week, and I wanted to bring you up to date on it. And Fleshgrinder, we're going to bring you up to date on
Topic last week. I wasn't here last week.
it. Yeah, sure. And so we are going to continue our discussion of the most fearful thing in the world, sinkholes.
Oh no.
So this is our segment called Sinkhole News, and look at that one.
man.
I mean, imagine if you're just out checking your phone and then whoops, you don't look where you're walking. That is a sinkhole that just opened up next to some university or whatever. And
I would make it into a swimming pool.
Sinkhole News here on the Corpsepaint Show. That is a freaking sinkhole right in the downtown area of some city.
Is this to
And
prove this
a
point
guy-
because you showed that terrible sinkhole preview last week?
And a
I'm
guy
sure it's
drove his
great
car into it, and he wasn't looking. Okay.
That's
You got
really
a-
scary
You got
that
a
he
new
wasn't
car,
looking
right?
while
That's
driving.
all that matters. He gets a new car.
I don't know.
And he's alive, right?
I don't know. I think it was okay.
How it scares me is he's not looking and driving. How are you
Sinkhole
not
News
looking?
brought to you by Corpsepaint Show.
So
Now,
you're just driving and you go, oh shit, sinkhole, and you just.
I know, man. I mean, how scary is that? Look, there's more going on in Sinkhole News. We've got some articles here about the emergence of sinkholes on our planet. I mean, how freaking scary is this? I feel like my feet are giving out right now. This is a sinkhole swallowed a woman. Yes, they use that word, swallowed a woman.
Oh, we're watching an advertiser now.
in China. All right, this is a company that what do they care about? They care about something called soil stabilization. Okay, do you have to get insurance now to be protected in case you're swallowed up by the earth?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, this is the new. This is all right. To me, there's nothing more scary than Sinkhole News. And we found a horror movie last week. We showed the preview called
I
A
think we
Hole.
talked about it.
A Hole in the Ground. Yeah. So, anyways, was there some more, Ryler, of articles or pictures? Yeah. We want news on sinkholes. West Texas sinking into a hole. Look how weird that is.
We need to start a new festival called it Sinkhole and just play in the hole. Yeah.
And just play
play in the fucking sinkhole.
play in a sinkhole and play some doom metal, some grunge, some some real.
Aw,
crust.
sinkhole caused the zoo to close.
And this one was right by a zoo. Yeah. Now, if you have a sinkhole at a zoo, Fleshgrinder, and it collapses the fencing, and then the animals are able to climb out of the sinkhole and run amok. I mean, just think.
Fair game.
I would keep that mask just in case, you want to frighten them back. So that was at Louisville Zoo, yeah, right by a zoo. I guess the message is sinkholes are fucking scary and watch out for them. So
Yeah, don't just
If you
fall
need
into
a
a
new car,
sinkhole.
just hit it. Just hit it.
hit the gas when that opens up and hopefully jump out first. But look, if you fall in a sinkhole, how far down? Some of those look pretty dark.
Yeah, pretty dark for sure.
Sinkhole news. Yeah, thank you very much. And look at this one. Look at this. Whoa!
That's it.
What? Yes, that happened.
The guy-
the dude's like,
The
no,
guy's
no.
like, I'm too high for this shit right now.
Yeah, he's like, don't go. He suddenly thinks I better not walk close
they
to
hit
it.
their head really hard. I just rewatched it on the computer.
Look, we don't mean to laugh. This is serious, and it does say her life was not in danger, but she was really injured. I mean,
Did you
And
see
then the
that?
guy's like,
She smacked her
I'm
head
too high for
really
this shit right now.
hard. That looks painful. This is why I'm just gonna be in the air forever.
we are not laughing. That laughter you hear is your imagination. All right,
I'm laughing, and I don't care.
look.
You can't tell if you can't see. Never mind.
I think that a metal song called Sinkhole. I'm just saying. I'm throwing this out to CROPDUST. I'm just thinking here, man. Sinkhole. This is. I'm getting excited. I am.
Oh, we have some new songs.
Good.
I'm not going to tell you.
Wait, are we gonna hear them? I mean, all right. The people that go to Metal Fest gonna hear them on Friday? Maybe.
Maybe not.
So wait, does this mean CROPDUST is back, or is it just like one show back?
No comment.
You came on here to just be a giant tease. I see how it is.
Hey, do you want to look at what's coming up at Gas Monkey?
I won't
Like,
know.
Why not?
Like the fucking Aborted. You're gonna be at that show, I know.
Oh, yes.
Aborted and man, I keep kicking something and it's making my microphone sound
Quit
funny.
kicking stuff.
All right, look, there they are with Cryptopsy,
Ooh.
Benighted. Look at that.
Hideous Divinity.
Oh, they're a good band. You should check them out.
Which one is?
All of them.
All of those.
All of
Okay.
them.
Yeah, Cryptopsy. I mean, wow.
Tickets are $10 to $300. That's quite
Last
a
time I
range.
saw them, I think they played with Belphegor. Yeah.
All right, look, Pentagram. You talk about some sludge doom. This is your band. This is your band, Fleshgrinder.
Oh, yeah.
That's them right
Pentagram's
there.
awesome.
Pentagram. They've been around for a while. They are actually playing at Gas Monkey in Dallas. What? That's next. That's this week. No, next week.
Next week.
Okay.
We're going to see
It's
it.
actually, I think, in the middle of the week, right?
Yeah, it's a
'Cause-
Tuesday. All right, this one is on a Monday night, the 69 Eyes. That's in May. I like this band. They're goth rock from Finland. They're the Helsinki Vampires. Yeah, the 69 Eyes.
You'll be
Look,
seeing them.
I
They're
point,
after Frightmare.
I point that out to just tell people, hey, Gas Monkey's got some great stuff too at the moment. We support Wits End more than any other, and I know they've always got some good metal shows, of course, at Wits End
And cool events.
and cool events.
Like Deadly Sins Burlesque and Sideshow.
I hope you can see that show because it is wicked. Deadly Sins. Hey, our friend of the show named Liesel Ehlers, she was in a horror movie where she plays a real evil entity called Friend Request. Her name is Liesel Ehlers. I talked to her this week. That's her. She's from South Africa. She has a couple of new projects coming out. One of them is a movie called The Construct, which she told me is a sci-fi, kind of a sci-fi horror.
Oh, awesome.
Sci-fi horror. And there's a movie poster for it. It's in pre-production. But she messaged me and she said she filmed all of her parts, and she's also working on a horror film as well.
Oh, cool.
So we got more. Hopefully we can talk to her more. about
Yeah,
her stuff
definitely. We
coming
need to have
up.
her back. She's amazing. She also has a clothing company that you can.
Yeah, and you have some clothing from her.
We do. I like it.
All right, so Crop Dust News. There's going to be new songs, right?
No, I don't know about live. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
I can't just tell you yes or
But there's a new guitarist,
yes.
and there
And
might
there will be blood.
It's going to be a lot heavier, trust me.
and blood.
And,
And-
we need to have this
Somebody
crop.
just Facebook.
circle pit.
Crop
Damn it.
Circle.
Two separate pits going on the opposite way, and you have to merge when we tell you to merge. And we want to see people.
Okay.
You do as he says.
Yes. And there better be smoke out there, too.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So,
You can start a fire. I don't care.
Fleshgrinder, I've always
Hey,
wanted to
hey,
ask
hey,
you
no,
this.
no.
What is the real story with the crop circles? Because
Crop circles.
I know you know.
I just want a different kind of fucking mosh pit because I'm sick and tired of seeing the same shit over and over. But I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the actual crop circles.
Yeah. I don't know anything about UFOs. Fuck them.
All right.
So,
It's only called crop circles because you're called crop dust, and crop circles is a thing. So, right?
What-
yeah.
Weren't they all debunked anyways? All these crop circles.
No, do that means they have to crop dust as they crop circle?
Hey, they can if they want.
That's where the
Just
the smoke's gonna come from. Is the
Oh!
dusting? Is that what
light
you're
a match and just throw it
referencing?
out there. And yeah.
Oh man. All right. So is that next weekend or that's in 2 weeks from now? Right.
That's 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. You liking this fifth guitarist? It's a real heavier sound.
Yeah,
now?
it's pretty loud.
It's loud.
Loud.
Scott Reese says Abel needs a chainsaw.
Oh.
Fleshgrinder fucking rules.
I know that guy.
You have some
Flesh
fans in
grinder.
there.
Yeah.
Fleshgrinder rules. Scott Reese, have you been staying up with the sinkhole news? Because you'll hear it here if there's a sinkhole coming nearby. Yeah, we're into it.
Where? Where?
Sinkholes.
I think it's you.
Sinkholes.
You're into it.
Hey, quick heads up. You'll like this too. Next week in the studio, and actually we can go to our website and kind of see this poster. It's corpsepaint.net. Look at that. In the studio is a band called black metal band from the UK called Formicarius. Two of the lead members are in Dallas soon for another event, but they're stopping by our studio. Black metal band from the UK called Formicarius. Keep up on everything. There it is, right there.
Yep. And our sponsor is Corpse Factory.
Let's talk about them. I'll grab you the prop. Corpse Factory.
I always have a prop. You can get Living Dead dolls from Corpse Factory. They're also a vendor at Frightmare Weekend, and they usually put something in the VIP bags if you are a VIP person. And then another Living Dead doll. But I was going to grab the most popular thing it seems like they have right now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It goes in.
Look at this. Look at this. Fleshgrinder.
It's Philip. What y'all
It's
do to
the
Philip?
BAPHOMET purse. It's my purse. It's a backpack. Everybody keeps asking me where I get this purse from. I always tell them
These are
Corpse
really sharp,
Factory
too.
and hand them a business card. They have free shipping, and they are in the Dallas area, so they're local to you if you're in Dallas.
Free shipping? That's evil.
So, Corpse Factory is.
You
yes,
have
is
to
our-
be
is our
careful
partner.
when carrying this purse, though, because it is horny and it does poke other people. And
I'm
then
feeling
you
it.
have to apologize
I
a
am
lot.
feeling that way too.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, my point is that you can get all kinds of cool clothing and purses and
Accessories. Fun stuff
and cool Living Dead dolls
from
and all
the
that.
Corpse Factory. And soon they'll be selling props, too, I believe, for like haunted houses and things like that.
Or for me.
Yeah,
I need props.
Fleshgrinder.
I thought you made props.
Their website is
Props
corpsefactory.com, and they've got all their stuff there.
Here, I'll
So
hold
yeah,
for
check
you.
it out.
How's
Free
that?
shipping.
How's this? See it? See it? Buy it. Buy it.
Corpsefactory.com.
I approve.
And you were telling me, Mr. Fleshgrinder, that you loved our flyer, or at least the font they used for your name.
Oh, yes.
We're going to give a shout out to Little Spark Films, who created that, and the creative minds over there designated that font for you. So I will give you their contact information to reach out to them, and good bunch of guys to be in touch with because they do graphics and they do video work and photography and such for your band. Keep it in mind.
That'll be cool.
But yeah, so on
right there.
corpsepaint.net, we've got you up there, and all of that. So is it the green over on the left that you're talking about?
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah, I see. It is really cool.
Maybe I can put it on my shirt and come out because it reminds me of like Hulk Hogan, how he comes out with that bright,
Oh, yeah.
on his shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe I should come out and just like rip my shirt off before we start playing. That'd
Right.
be kind of funny.
to some entry theme music like Space Odyssey or
If
something.
you were to have an
Space-
entry song, what would it be?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Something from Rotting Christ.
Something from some black metal at least. Maybe like some black metal that like with farm animals in it and stuff.
You got it, man.
All crazy.
Did you tell me you're getting married soon?
Oh yes.
Man, that's
on
good
Halloween.
Oh, cool.
He's getting married.
At a haunted house? Or a normal place?
I don't know. We haven't decided that yet.
That's badass, man.
That is cool.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's very cool. So on Halloween, the wedding of the year.
She's actually watching right now. Amber,
Shout out to Amber.
I love you.
Amber.
Amber. Hail Satan and Fleshgrinder and Amber. We're glad you're together. Sinkhole news right here.
With the sinkholes.
That sounds really bad. Don't
I'm
say
just gonna make a
No,
shirt.
no.
And it's gonna be a sinkhole and just give it to you.
A picture of a sinkhole. Hey, I picked up this new Rotting Christ called The Heretics. This is album of the month. Your band of the week. This is album of the month. Heretics. And that poster.
Am
right
I
down
co-host of the week?
there. Always. And you've got your pointy goat on the back.
And I
of
have
it.
my shirt that says "Wear black, eat pizza."
Oh, let's see. We want to see that. Now you got to take off the overshirt, Jamie Slash. Yeah. Ooh. Uh huh.
And look, it looks like pizza in all the corners. Different types of
And then we have a rat of the week right here.
No,
Yeah,
no. It's Ramon. It's always Ramon.
Ramon
This
is.
is Ramon.
yeah.
I had to leave Frank in the back. He got drunk. Took everything out of your beer.
Frank the Rat.
No, Frank the head that I carry around everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, Frank.
Oh, the head. Where's the head?
He's in the back somewhere drunk.
Yeah.
There's like cans
You
all over
gotta
the
watch
place. I had to clean it up.
Jeez.
Bastard.
Yeah, you kick that guy.
Damn, Frank.
Kick him when he's down.
How did you meet Frank?
I don't know. It was just one day I was working at a haunted house and I just saw him just laying in the corner by himself. Picked him up.
I heard he was a shrunken head, and you fed him a lot, and then he kind of ballooned.
Do you have any like preservation methods you have to use
No,
to keep him fresh? Or you just let him?
just put him in the fridge.
Does he have his own fridge, or is he like among?
Yeah, it's like a mini fridge.
It's like the beer fridge. Huh. So he's not like among the milk and the eggs and all that.
No,
shit.
no.
Okay, good. That's a little weird.
He hates dairy.
But I think he's eating a lot of cheese at night or something, man.
No. He doesn't
No.
like cheese is dairy. He doesn't
Yeah,
like
but
dairy.
I don't know.
He's on a beer diet this week, so I don't know.
There you go. Does he like piss everywhere?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
He
how
just-
you would piss.
Drinks it and just
Do you ever
comes
try to
right out.
find
He's
his body and like reconnect it?
like, Nah,
You know,
I'm
like
not
that,
Frankenstein, so
you know, like that
I
movie
rather
Idle
just
Hands, like where they like reconnected him and then tried to feed him a taco and it like oozed out his neck and like duct taped it back on.
I rather mutilate the bodies than actually put them back together. That's the fun part.
Shameless plug.
He grinds the flesh.
grinds it.
Grinds it, not. It's grinding. Do
We
you have like an
fertilize it.
old-fashioned grinder?
Yeah,
You
I
have
Do you
one
make
at
it into
home.
hamburgers?
I actually have one at home.
I
How many
believe it.
grinders do you have, Flesh Grinder?
I think I have about 3 of them.
Okay.
Is it-
Seriously.
it's like a hamburger grinder.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like the old school.
Like-
something.
have you ever thought about actually doing grinding, like with angle grind, with sparks, being a grinder? That would be a whole
I
new
actually have.
level
That'd be cool.
of grinding.
Thinking about a mask, steel mask.
You would have to have
big
like a major.
mask,
Yeah, you have to have a major
Have it.
mask.
grind.
Then there'd be some real blood probably,
Yeah,
and
do it
some
on-
real
do it-
flesh grinding.
You like wear a welder's mask and then you grind on your own head.
You should make it like a pig.
Well, that's what I'm
welder's
gonna do.
mask.
I've been talking to a lot of people, so we'll see what happens.
Shameless plug. We are the USA distributor of Metal Legion magazine.
Mm-hmm.
If you have $16
And you would like one.
and you would like one, then our email is stiltdemon@gmail.com. And send me your contact info. We'll work it out, and I will ship this to you no charge for postage.
If
But
you-
16,
If you have $16 and just want to give us $16,
You know, that's a good point.
We will take that too.
Because where do you go to do that, Janie Slash? Corpsepaint.net.
Corpsepaint.net. If you'd like to donate to the show and help keep it on air, go to Corpsepaint.net. There's a donate now button.
See the donate? Hey, also, just a quick mention here,
Somewhere in
Fleshgrinder. If Ryler would leave that up
Yeah,
for a moment.
donate.
Yeah, that whole website is designed by Little Spark Films, who made that flyer with the font you like.
I like that the photo
Nice.
looks like I'm giving you side eye. I'm like,
So yeah, basically we just say, you know, uplift your life by going underground. We want people to think for themselves, and we're a show that hopefully encourages creativity in metal and encourages independent horror movie making.
or cinema.
You know, we had a director in here earlier today. We have a lot of horror directors that are independent, and just like metal bands, man. I mean, they've got no corporate backing or dollars or anything like that, man. You go out there because of the passion and love you have for extreme music, and you're exhausted at the end of the night, but you never have felt better after playing a strong gig where you see the crowd is into it.
It's all worth it.
If the crowd is there, and so get your ass there, March 22nd and 23rd.
Don't want to miss it.
In Dallas, Texas, it's Deep Ellum Metal Fest. That one right there. Now, it's not just these 6 bands or 5.
Over 45 bands.
Right,
Over 2 nights.
There's actually 5 more bands upstairs because there's 2 floors at Wits End.
Are they doing upstairs, downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a really amazing upstairs stage and everything.
Agreed.
They're great. You can see the Dallas skyline.
Agreed.
It's amazing.
That's where CROPDUST played last
We
Deep
actually
Ellum Metal.
played Friday and Saturday night.
They did. They
remember.
played both nights. We caught both sets.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Frankie was there. Gave her the pound cake.
You gave the pound cake, the mutual pound cake. We got it on Facebook Live.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
Yeah. There's this pose you do, Fleshgrinder, where you kind of get down on one knee or something. I don't know. You're just so into it.
It's
man.
when he
It's
re-energizes.
maybe that's the re-energization, and then another explosion of noise, a wall of noise coming at you. I love it.
I think what was it, last year, Friday night, before we started playing, I mean, you know, I'm in my character,
Yeah.
and this guy just comes up to me and starts smacking me in the face. And I'm just standing there. And right when my bass player hits that note, freaking just slugged the crap out of the guy.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, because everyone's like, what? And
Whoa.
someone saw it, and they were like, dude, that dude, like, he got scared and went downstairs. Come back upstairs.
Yeah.
I was like, when I'm in the mood,
That's
they're
right.
gonna get close to me.
That's right. You're in the zone. You are. You're a different animal.
I'm just gonna stay far, far away from the stage.
You put on a great show at Trees.
The last time I
After
think I
that,
saw you was
remember
at
seeing you.
Trees.
Yeah.
Was that,
And
your,
that was
was that your
intense.
last show?
And that was actually,
It was intense.
yeah, that was actually that black metal show, wasn't it?
Yes,
we
it
were
was.
the only band on there that wasn't black metal, and I decided, hey, let's wear a black kilt, just to throw it off.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember. I had just got back in town from somewhere. Was it San Antonio?
Man, I'm trying to remember. But that was the last time we saw you live, I think, was that gig. But it's good to have you back. The return of CROPDUST, Deep Ellum Metal Fest.
Yep.
Hey, we asked metal fans to support our show, what do we call it? The CROPDUST show?
The Corpsepaint
The CROPDUST show.
What happened? You showed up and you took over.
Took over now. Like, get out of here.
He's like, go away, Satan. This is Fleshgrinder.
No,
show
Satan
now.
can stay.
As long as
can
you talk
leave.
close into the mic. Yeah, the CROPDUST show, sometimes
Gotta leave
called...
Philip, though.
Where are you going? Where's Jenny Slash? No, we just wanted to see you model the shirt.
This is your new co-host.
Janie Slash.
The back of Janie Slash.
you know what-
Philip. I am
You know what
Philip,
kind of
guys.
metal
How's it
Janie?
going?
Hello, metal fans. Do you know what kind of metal Janie Slash likes? Thrash metal.
I like Thrash metal.
She loves Iron Reagan.
I do.
She loves Germanic thrash. She loves Municipal Waste. You know,
Destruction.
and Destruction, of course.
Exploder.
Creator.
Chemicals.
That's right. And don't forget Bad Boys in Body Bags. Electric Vengeance.
Yeah.
We need to have those guys back too, right? Are they playing? They're playing.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
playing.
of course.
I
Deep
think they're
Ellum.
playing the same night. Look on that thing.
Different.
See.
Okay. Yeah, and Billy's band,
Skull Archer.
Skull Archer, of course. Yes, great band as well. Apophis 2036. I'm not sure. I think they're on the lineup as well. All great metal. But I mean, I don't know if you'd say a headliner, but Kill Everything, man, is props to them for being at this fest, and what an intense band as well. All right. Oh, okay. So we're getting a wave from Ryler. So, oh yeah, okay. So our friend Metal Dave sent me a couple of pictures. He went to the Buckethead show recently, and he's got a couple here that were really, really creative shots. So, yeah, just a quick shout out to Metal Dave. He took that one.
I kind of feel bad because I was going to go to that show. I totally forgot about it.
Well, you missed it.
Thank you,
But look,
Dave.
photos.
There you go. Does
He should. He should pass out buckets of chicken.
Yeah, because we're hungry
We love chicken.
when we're watching metal. If someone was eating chicken in a corpse paint, a CROPDUST show, could they just throw the bones at you?
Yeah.
Little bones. Yeah.
I'll probably be hungry anyways.
Yeah.
All that smoke from
Would
the
you
back
eat it?
coming in there.
Are you gonna have smoke on the stage? Is this what you're saying, or
You won't tell you.
he won't tell it?
Tell you.
He came on here to tell us nothing except that he's going to be
No,
there,
no,
and there's
no,
going to be
come on.
blood, and he
Yeah.
has a guitar.
Be there. That's
Fifth,
all that matters.
fifth
Be there.
guitarist and blood.
And there's new
and smoke.
songs that may not be played.
I bet they will. No, I bet they will. And Fleshgrinder at the front, grinding flesh in your face. Mm-hmm. I'm glad you got that name, Fleshgrinder.
You can thank Alex. Alex Speed.
Thank you,
STD.
Alex. Thank you, STD Alex. He thought of it? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, and you adopted it.
Yeah. I was like, why not?
Alex is a cool dude. Yes.
We
STD 's a
played
great
we
band.
played STD song at the
They're
beginning.
on
of
our opener.
in our
song.
opening, a little opening. The Corpse Paint Show encourages you to think for yourself, and we hope you get what you deserve. And Mr. Fleshgrinder, congratulations on the wedding, October 31,
Thank you.
2019. But the return of CROPDUST is what's on our mind right now.
Yes.
Come see some metal for our band of the week, CROPDUST. Back. I told you I love this EP, man. I told you I love it. This sounds good in the car.
I like the fact
driving
that
very
it's
fast.
fucked up with the green screen. Hey, no, thank you. I like it. I like it. It's like,
Purple Sabbath Diesel.
it's so trippy. I love it.
Check out this release. This is their latest, Purple Sabbath Diesel. And for me, driving in the car, going very fast and playing it very loud is the best thing in the world. This album.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is that why you've been driving fast when you play his music?
I put on a CD.
I like
especially
have
if
to
it's
yell at him to
CROPDUST.
stop speeding because I don't want a ticket.
Sorry. We've been lucky so far.
He was speeding in the hearse today. I was like, that doesn't seem weird.
What else did we forget, Ryler?
Like
Ryler,
just a
did
hearse
we-
flying
all right,
down the road.
okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
Ryler's taking care of us today.
Thank you, Ryler.
Thanks, Riley.
And remember, we encourage soil stabilization, crop dusting,
Singles.
Is good.
and baphometing. And,
For the environment.
and right,
All
and
the things.
all those things.
Some-
What else is
some
on your
beer.
mind, Mr. Fleshgrinder? What else is on your mind?
I think I want another drink.
Good.
If you're in New
tasty.
Orleans
Talk to us.
on next weekend, no, the next weekend during Metal
2
Fest when
weeks.
I'm not here, 2 weeks. Thank you. Thank you. This is why you're here. Keep me online. I'm just kidding. And I will be in New Orleans. There's a Southern Sideshow Hootenanny. You should definitely check it out. It's at Cafe Istanbul. It's on Friday and Saturday and Sunday night. So
So if you're in
We'll
New
show the flyer
Orleans,
for that
this
next
would be
weekend.
this would be the only excuse for missing Deep Ellum Metal Fest.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's not even in the same state.
And one more time, next week in the studio, Fleshgrinder, Formicarious UK black metal band. They are sinister, extreme black metal, and they will be
Yes.
live right here in our Holder studio, Dallas, Texas.
We have some exciting guests coming up this month, so definitely keep
do.
up with us. You
We
can
do.
like us on the Corpse Paint
do.
Show
More- and
Facebook
you know-
page and follow us on YouTube.
More of them are Texas Frightmare Weekend related. I'm not going to tell you those details.
No, we can't tell you it's a secret.
It's a
You gotta
secret.
watch.
It's a secret.
And we'll see you this Saturday at Wits End.
Absolutely, March 16th. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody, and go support CROPDUST and Mr. Fleshgrinder in person. You will see him on stage
2 weeks.
on the 22nd of March.
Friday.
Hails, everybody. Thank you very much.
Have a good week.
Yeah, the Corpsepaint Show. Every Sunday we're here live. We're going to give you 90 minutes of live, great, irreverent shit. And also just talk about Satan and talk about movies and talk about metal and talk about Jenny Slash's weekly dose of horror.
Yeah. Texas Frightmare Weekend. I am here with Dee Wallace. Don't stare at my boobs the whole time.
Sure. I do get comments from occasionally religious fanatics.
I've seen people stop and down.
Who want to wag their finger at me for a ring tight.
The Corpsepaint Show rules!